Follow DJ Kawan on Instagram at KawanJ.
Yeah. That was the homie Mike Mountain, man. And we are back live here on the Mixtape Show. It is time for that Artist of the Week interview. I like to refer my guests as legends in the making, man. And this artist is no different, man. He goes by the name of Mike Mountain, and he is chopping it up with us live here on the Mixtape Show, man. Brother, what's good, man? How you doing tonight, man?
Peace. What's good?
Chilling, brother. Chilling, man. I appreciate you doing this with me, man, tonight, man.
Appreciate you having me, man.
Not a problem, man. Mike Mountain, brother. Where you represent from, man? Where you currently reside at?
I'm in the Washington, D.C. area in the DMV.
DMV. Born and raised?
I was born in New Jersey, but I was raised in the DMV, yeah.
Okay. So obviously, you know what I'm saying, you around that go-go sound, you know what I'm saying? You around that culture that a lot of us, you know, don't really be checking for, you know what I'm saying, when it comes to that DMV area.
Yeah, you know what's up.
Yeah, and also another part of a culture that we really don't check for, and I think me and you was chopping up a little bit too off air on the promo for this, man. My Afro-Latino and my Latin and Latino sisters and brothers contributed to the hip-hop culture, you know, from its inception, man. And you know, you guys don't get a lot of props, you know what I'm saying? It's kind of like the forgotten soldiers when it comes to this hip-hop thing. And and every aspect of the game, man, there's always been a Latino brother and sister that's been standing shoulder to shoulder with the blacks, you know what I'm saying, as far as from the DJ and to the breakdancers to the MCs and everything like that. What is your take on that, man, as far as the pride that you hold when you see people of your culture in the game doing their thing and representing, all the way from Tony Touch to Big Pun to, you know, Fat Joe and everybody else in between, man? How do you feel about that?
Man, I love it, man. I love it, bro. Like, it's what inspired me to do my thing. Like, you know, once I saw that there was a like when I first saw Kid Frost, Dula Raza, and Mellow Man Ace. I did a song with Mellow Man Ace one time too. Shout out to him. And I did, and I seen who was it, Rico Suave. I was like, yo, I want to do something like that, but I ain't gonna be dancing like Rico Suave. But you know what I'm saying? I'm like, there's an end, there's you know, there's a fit, you know, and like coming from where I'm coming from the DMV area, you know, it wasn't as many Latinos as, you know what I'm saying, as there was, like, say, in New York or California. And you know what I'm saying, it was like it wasn't discouraged, you know. Hip hop wasn't, you know, I heard like in New York, you know, they would tell, you know, Puerto Ricans, like, y'all stick to break dancing, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know, like, y'all not supposed to rap, y'all stick to break dancing, you know. So like where I'm coming from, they're like, yo, you should be the next Big Pun. You should be punning it. You should be doing it. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what my friends are telling me. You know what I'm saying? They're like, you should do that Rico Suave shit. You should, you know what I mean? You should do that shit. Yeah. So that's where I'm coming from. That shit excited me. You know what I mean? Excuse my language.
No, you good. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But yeah, that excited me, bro. That made me definitely want to get into it even more, to this hip hop stuff. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, we definitely been there from the beginning. We one and the same people. You know what I'm saying? Because
Absolutely.
we moved to the same groove, you know what I'm saying?
Absolutely, man. And I like how you do your music, man, where you incorporate Spanish and English in a single verse, you know what I'm saying? To where people like me, I'm not as fluent in the Spanish, but it sounds good to me. You know what I'm saying? But you that's your version of combining the two cultures, you know what I'm saying? That's you putting us on to some things and vice versa, man. So I definitely love when you do that in your music, man. That's definitely really dope. You know what I mean?
Definitely. Yeah, I appreciate that, bro. I try to mix and mingle. You know what I'm saying? I try to make it cohesive for both audiences to enjoy it at the same time. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely, man.
You know, I definitely mix the dairy with the meat.
I hear that, bro.
You know, but you know what I'm saying? It's all good. You know what I'm saying? It's definitely all good. It's still kosher.
It's still kosher. Exactly, man. And
still kosher.
And recently in these past few years, the term Afro-Latino has been kind of kidnapped, you know what I'm saying? And been used in the media and all that kind of stuff. I think they're trying to use it as a dividing tool. But when you were coming up, Did you have that issue where you had your black roots and you had your Latin roots and all that kind of stuff? Was that always a kind of like a struggle within maybe you and family at the same time?
You said, did I have my black moments?
No. Did you have that struggle where it was like you had your Afro culture and you had your Latino culture? Because I was saying how, you know, how the media tries to make that like a dividing tool where there's an individual who may have that Afro-Latino pride and stuff like that. But with you coming up, when you were coming up, was that a thing for you where it was like you felt like you had to choose, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I'm not going to lie to you, bro. Coming up looking mixed, it was kind of hard because like in the DC area, in DC and PG, it's kind of like you got to be like this uniform, regular, stereotypical DC brother. You know, and like if you look different or if you act different, they call you a Bama, you know what I'm saying? And it's like, if you know, especially if you come from out of town and stuff like that. But like if you look different, you know, I looked out of place. I was the redheaded step kid, you know what I'm saying? So
yeah,
you know, I felt like, I you know, the Spanish people accepted me more, you know what I'm saying, because they were more used to mixed people, you know what I'm saying? But I had black people that accepted me as well, but you know, it was even points of, you know, people within my own family didn't accept me, you know what I'm saying? So I always had like struggles, you know what I'm saying? I always had struggles, but you know, everybody, you know, there's always assholes and there's good people in every race.
Yeah.
So, you know what I'm saying? It all depended on the individual who choose to be my friend or my adversary, or should I say, choose to be my friend or choose not to be my friend.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely, man. So when you started writing rhymes and poems and stuff like that, man, when did you pick up the pen?
I was I wrote my first rhyme when I was like 11 or 12, but I started really getting into it when I was like 14, when I started high school. You know what I mean?
And who are some of the people that you studied?
Let's see. When I was starting out, man, I'm gonna tell you, when I was a small kid, like 11 years old, like I was listening to Rob Bass, Biz Markie, Chubb Rock, Ice Cube, NWA, everybody, man. KRS-One, BDP, Big Daddy Kane, everybody, you know what I'm saying? Like MC Light, D Nice, X Clan, Poor Righteous Teachers. I was watching it all on TV. I was watching the videos on a box, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I was watching MTV Raps, you know what I'm saying? I was watching, you know, all that good stuff. So I had all that flavor, you know what I'm saying? I was soaking up all that good stuff. You know what I'm saying? And you know, what influenced me, who I started modeling myself after it was more so like a Tribe Called Quest, Cypress Hill. Then when I was like later in high school, you know, Redman came out. You know, he influenced me. Then it was like Boot Camp, Wu-Tang, Organized Confusion, De La Soul, Curious, Beat Nuts, Fat Joe, Big Pun. So many people, man. West Coast dudes too, man. Like the hieroglyphics, Delta Funky Homo Sapien, dudes in you know, in LA, like the Liquid Crew.
Yeah.
Everybody, man. Too many people to name.
A lot of MCs, right? A lot of MCs.
lot of boom bap, baby.
Yeah, man.
Lot of boom bap.
So when you were crafting your sound and you started working on that your debut project, man, what's some of that energy that you? Well, what's the message you want to put out when you first started really writing music and seriously writing music, man? What's one of the pillars of your sound that you definitely wanted to get out there?
I wanted to put out that I was the last of the real hip hop dudes, yo, because I like when I put out the Warpath back in 2007, it was more so on some concepts like with The Last of the Dogmen off the movie. I don't know if you remember The Last of the Dogmen with Tom Berenger, but we was on some like, you know, hip hop is like an organic, you know, the boom bap was like the beat of the Indian drum, you know what I'm saying? So it's like we was the last of the warriors, you know what I'm saying? And we was we was killing all the commercial MCs who was the colonizers, you know what I'm saying? We was just battling them, you know what I'm saying? And I wanted to come off as like a lethal MC that was just taking off heads, you know what I'm saying? And I wanted to be known for my lethal military like approach. But at the same time, it just evolved into just wanting to make good music, you know what I'm saying? As I matured, I started to write about more things than just wordplay and battling, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, I just want to leave a good contribution I want to leave my contribution to music. I want somebody to look at my music in a time capsule or however, and when they see it, they're like, yo, this inspires me now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. What
So that's what I want to leave.
So when you was going in on them at the beginning, man, what was probably one of the biggest misconceptions about your music coming out that you think that you heard?
That I'm too braggadocious, like I think I'm God, or I think I'm all that, or I think I'm the best, or I think I'm not. And that's just the way I was taught to rhyme, yo. That's just the era I came up in. Like I like you supposed to say you the dopest, because if you don't, then who else will?
Yeah.
But, you know what I'm saying? Like Phife Dawg said something like that, and We Could Get Down, I think. Or he said something on Midnight Marauders to that extent, saying like if I don't big myself up, who else is going? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but isn't that always isn't that always like the misconception of people who maybe got that kind of knowledge in their music or in general? When you're trying to give information out, then people say that you come off as cocky because you know it all. When if anything, you're trying to give a message to people. You know what I'm saying? So you kind of gotta cut through the bullshit to get to those people who need to hear that. You know what I'm saying?
True indeed. And I do give out messages through my music sometimes. You know, I try to keep it fun for the most part, because I don't want people to misconstrue my image with what they perceive me to be. You know, I don't want them to think that I'm some type of leader or some type of when they get, you know, because music, especially accompanied with the instrumental and your voice being amplified as a tool, it'll give some people the impression that you're a prophet or something. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And a lot of people like to play off that mystique, and there be some charlatans out there.
Yeah. Like,
listen to pay attention to the candles.
Yeah.
And they be doing that preacher shit, and I'm like, yo, dude, you full of shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I'll be like, dog, nobody, you know, you just want to hear yourself. You just want to be heard. That's ego talking. You know what I'm saying? Like, everybody want to be the MC now.
Yeah.
Instead of being the DJ and the breaker and you know what I'm saying? Like, so it's like, you know, I don't want to be, you know, seen as no prophet or no leader or no this, that, and the third. So I don't get too serious with the messages all the time. You know what I mean? I try to keep it funky and keep it fun.
I hear that, brother. So let's get into that current music, man. I know you just dropped a couple projects. What's the last one that you dropped that we was talking about off air?
Mas Piragua.
Yeah.
Mas Piragua. That's my follow-up.
For us non-Spanish speakers, what does that mean? What does that translate to?
Oh, okay, Piragua is like an Italian icy, but it's a Puerto Rican icy.
Okay.
It's what you get in the streets of New York or Puerto Rico. It's an ice flavored treat with different fruity flavors, whatever you get for it. Different exotic fruits and tropical fruits or whatever. And mas means more.
Okay.
So this is a follow up to Piragua, and it's called Mas Piragua. So this is even more songs than the initial 8 that was on the EP of Piraguas. This is like 17 tracks on this joint.
Okay, dope.
You know what I'm saying? It's just it just means it's a lot of flavor. You know what I mean?
A lot of flavor. I like that, man.
A lot of flavor.
What kind of feedback did you get from that joint? What did you hear from the people on that one?
I'm getting a lot of good feedback from it. A lot of people are liking it. A lot of people are really, really feeling the music, man. I'm like, thank God people like my music, because they sure enough don't like my opinion sometimes, man.
So those opinions get you in trouble, man. Some of those opinions get you. They get you in one of those situations where you gotta.
Yes, indeed, Papa.
Defend your thoughts a lot.
Yeah, man. And it's like, it's crazy because people nowadays are like, if you don't agree with them, they're so self-centered, and everything has to revolve around them. That it's like, I don't like Brussels sprouts. Well, I like Brussels sprouts. Well, if you don't like Brussels sprouts, I'm going to delete you off the planet of the earth. You know what I mean? I'm going to block you or delete you off the planet of the earth because I can't tolerate your existence because we don't like the same things, so we can't agree.
Yeah.
You know, and it's like, that's how the world has gotten right now with this, we were talking about that instant oatmeal shit before, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
People, you know what I mean? People are so used to this this electronic instant this fast instant gratification lifestyle.
Yeah. We lost
used to having it their way.
We lost the art of the conversation, right? We lost the art of nuance, and we lost the art of, you know what I'm saying, talking it out like adults, you know what I mean? It's
But accepting our differences. It's like instead of dealing with each other as human beings, you know what I'm saying, we rather just write each other off and just delete each other. And you know what I'm saying, you have the right to not deal with whoever you don't want to deal with. But it's too easy to cut people off without, you know what I'm saying, actually trying to work things out before you actually come to, like with me, I'll deal with people for years before I say, you know what, I just can't deal with it no more.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But people will actually just cut you off and try to, shit, or, put dirt on your name or something like that. Like they're vindictive with it. It's crazy.
Yeah. I
don't understand.
It's like a different version of gang culture, you know what I'm saying? Except it's more of a gang up culture where one person disagrees with you, then everybody has to flock to gang up on somebody, you know what I'm saying, online and social media and stuff like that, because that's what creates that cancel culture. Is like I said, it's a different gang culture now. It's just a gang up culture now. Everybody wants to be everybody wants to be the one to be right all the time. Nobody wants to look wrong in the opinion, you know what I'm saying? So it's unfortunate, brother. Definitely unfortunate, man. So this year is pretty much a wrap, man. 2021 has been, just as rough as last year, you know what I'm saying? Hopefully next year we can get a break and kind of, you know what I'm saying, figure some things out, man. What's some of your goals that you got that you want to do next year, man?
I want to keep pumping this album. I got plans on doing features with other artists if I find it advantageous to do so. I do want to. I'm starting to get some ideas. I'm not gonna lie, man. My writing hand is itching. I want to do some more Latin shit, man. I want to do some more reggaeton. I want to do some more Latin stuff. I'm thinking about going for a Grammy next year, man. I don't even, I don't know, man.
Yeah.
I know I got what it takes. You know what I'm saying? I'm shooting big. I got animation, like we were talking about the animation that I'm doing. Trying to take that to another level this year, and pretty much just putting my creativeness on cruise control.
Yeah.
For the next year, you know what I'm saying?
Just really digging.
Maybe come out with another album in 2023.
Yeah, I hear that. You just want to kind of tap in more into the art side, huh? Not the drawing art, but just be more free with the art in general, right? Just use your creative. Art
all creativity. Yeah, definitely.
So, when you do that, man, when you in your zone, brother, how hard is it to get you out of that zone, man? When everything's firing on cylinders, man, how hard does it have to be for us to pull you back from that?
I tell you what, if you interrupt me, I get mad. I get mad, but you know what I'm saying. It's not hard to get me because I got a real fast thinking mind, so I can get distracted easily. But once I got my butt in me, I zone in. You know what I'm saying? I zone in.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know what I'm saying?
Dope, man. Well, the music is definitely dope, man. Like I said, we've been spinning the music on the station for a minute since MJ sent it our way. I know you got some new stuff that's cracking soon. I can't wait to get into that whenever that's ready to go.
Appreciate that.
You gonna get some visuals up too when it comes to the music?
Yeah, I got Black Spanish so far. I'm going to be doing a video for Gandules, joint I did with Domingo.
Mm-hmm.
He's Big Pun and Fat Joe's producer.
Okay.
I'm going to be doing a joint with the joint I did with Thirsty How called Palacalle.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to be doing one, and I might do a video for Desperado. I might go to Puerto Rico and do a video called Desperado. I might go back to Puerto Rico and do a video for that. I'm not sure if I'm going to do a video for that song, but it's looking like it.
Yeah. Thurston Howell, man, he's criminally underrated as far as his contribution to not only the music culture but just polo culture and all of that, man.
Yeah.
That guy, I put him in that same lane with Rock Marciano. You know what I'm saying? They do so much for the culture that just goes unrecognized by the masses. Like the real people know what they do, but to me, them cats need to be up there with you know what I'm saying? They need to be in the same conversation with a lot of these other artists out here who don't get that.
You ain't lying, man. That dude deserves his own building, man.
Absolutely. Ralph definitely needs to make a campus for him. You know what I'm saying?
For real. You know what I'm saying?
Dope, man. It's dope that you got that collab too. That's one of my favorite joints too, that you got on your project. I like that one, man.
Appreciate that.
Dope, man. So social media, man, what's the best way we can follow your journey?
I'm sorry?
So social media, what's the best way we can follow you on social media?
First you can go to my website, which is MikeMountain.com. That's MikeMountain.com. You can find me on Instagram at The Real Mike Mountain. That's TheRealMikeMountain. You can find me at Mike Mountain fan page on Facebook. You can find me Mike Mountain at Twitter. And if you just need to look for me anywhere and find me anywhere, as far as streaming platforms, just Google me. And I'm on all streaming platforms such as Spotify, iTunes, Tidal, Google Play, YouTube, all that good stuff. You know what I'm saying? I'm there.
Nice. And the website is kind of like your hub, right? Everything else can be found.
Yeah, that's where you can get merchandise. If you go to MikeMountain.com, you can get merchandise, T-shirts, CD, physical CDs, all types of good stuff.
Yeah, man, that's a lost art, right?
All my interviews, including this interview, will be there too on my blog section.
It's gonna be up there by the end of the week. Definitely gonna be up there by the end of the week.
Yes, sir.
Artists having their own hub. That's a lost art to me, man. You don't see too many artists really do that anymore. Everybody relies.
They just rely.
They rely on the streams thing. Don't just go find me on the streams. You know what I'm saying? But artists who got their own merch and stuff. I'm a physical person. I still gotta get vinyl and all that other stuff and T-shirts and all that. So when artists do that, man, I love supporting it because that shows that you guys you think outside the box.
Definitely come get some CDs, man.
Definitely
come get some CDs, man.
I'm gonna check you out, brother. I'm gonna definitely check you out, man, and support the movement, man. Definitely, man.
Word.
I tell everybody this once you come on here, man. You definitely are a family. You know what I'm saying? We call you alumni, mixtape show alumni. You know what I'm saying? So anytime anything you got going on, brother, just let me know, man. We'll bring you back and then chop it up again and let's talk about whatever, man. You know what I mean?
I'm definitely feeling the vibe, Kawan. I appreciate you having me here, man.
No problem, bro. We definitely gonna get you back on anything you got, man. So when that new music drops, just send it my way and we're gonna spin it and we're gonna show you that love, brother.
Oh yeah, you got some drops. That's coming. That's coming.
Dope, man. Who you want to shout out before we get out of here, man?
I want to give a shout out to my mom, Dukes. I want to give a shout out to my grandma. I want to give a shout out to my Aunt Carla. I want to give a shout out to my man Talo at Gladiatorism. It's a lifestyle. It's a fitness joint. I want to give a shout out to E-Rex, aka Mr. Scratch Hook. Y'all can catch him at MrScratchHook.com. He engineered, scratched, mixed, and mastered my entire album, Mas Piraguas. I want to give a shout out to Cardinal Sin. Look out for a song that's coming out on Halloween by me and Cardinal Sin called Lord Why. It's going to be on his album Mike is Life Volume 7. And I want to give a shout out to all my people in Puerto Rico, all my Puerto Ricans all over the world, all my black people, all my hip hop heads, and everybody in the DMV in the DC area.
There we go.
You know what I'm saying? And
there we go.
That's it.
When the last time you been to Puerto Rico? When the last time you went to go visit?
2016.
Long overdue to go back, right?
Yeah, trying to go back next year, man.
Definitely, man. It's gonna happen, brother. It's definitely gonna happen, man. Hey, man, definitely a big fan of what you got going on, brother. And then, like I said, man, whenever anything you want to promote, man, come on through. Let's do this again, brother. And the door is always open. All right.
Thank you, man. I appreciate that, bro.
All right. The homie Mike Mountain joined us here in the Mixtape Show, Artist of the Week interview. Shout out to MJ Savino from MJ's Hip Hop Connects for making this happen.